Konnichiwa. Kia no vlog. Wa Bluedog Studio Karadis. I tell you what, more on that later. Sorry for the bleary eyes, but this week's vlog is being brought to you on a very late Friday night, and I've just returned from a Joe McNally seminar down on the Gold Coast. I have my lanyard. Do you think they're big enough that they could see us? To prove that I was there. What a great day. I've admired Joe's work for many, many years, and to be able to sit in the same room with an enthusiastic group of photographers as we had today was awesome. We picked up a few new little toys, so looking forward to playing with a few bits and pieces, a whole pack of information, you know, new industry standards. It was really, really awesome. For those of you who haven't checked out Joe's work, check it out. He's in Australia on the Through the Lens tour, and I must admit, I felt quite honoured actually today to be in the same room as Joe. I think one of the greatest things about Joe was he was a great teacher as well. I mean, you can be a good photographer, but that doesn't mean that you can actually impart your knowledge. So I have to express a big thank you to the industry sponsors who brought Joe over from the US. Nikon was the major one. There were others as well, but thank you so much, because this allows us to advance our photography, and that is really awesome. For those of you that think you've missed out on Joe, he's actually in Melbourne on the 24th and 29th. So if you have the free bucks in your back pocket, I would seriously consider booking a ticket to Melbourne. Also this week at Bluedog Photography, we had the judging of the post-processing challenge. That was won by Judy Newman. Well done, Judy. That was an awesome bit of work that you did on that image. As well, we had the supermoon. Well, didn't that send a few photographers around the world a little bit crazy? Did you know that the next supermoon is on the 4th of June? Now, the moon will actually be 1,000 miles further away than this last supermoon. Okay, you think that sounds like a big amount? It will make a difference of the moon being 0.6% in our sensors. So, will it really matter? Okay, a top tip if you're thinking about heading out on the 4th of June is to photograph the moon when it's closest to the horizon. That's when it's the biggest, that's when it'll look the best, and if you want to really, really focus in on that moon, you need a big telephoto. So for those of you who've got the 400 mils plus, go for it. Thanks to everyone who attended our Miles workshops last week as well. We had 2 days there delivering beginner photography and beginner Photoshop and an intermediate macro and landscape. It was awesome, so that's where we got to photograph the supermoon. Thank you to those who also joined our Speedlight workshop this week during a few power hiccups. It was great to see you start to learn how to use your Speedlight more effectively and creatively. I think that's the most important thing. And, you know, it's just another tool in our kit. We had an awesome macro workshop where Sharon came up with a few ideas and Anita implemented them. So over to you, Anita.
No, you haven't just interrupted me having a little afternoon cocktail. I've been up at the studio at Mount Tambourine today, just having a play around with Sharon in her macro workshop. And believe it or not, this is what we've been playing with. It's amazing what you can actually do with just some basic household ingredients, and it's certainly fun to photograph. So what may look like a very tasty cocktail is actually food colouring and oil and water, and just with a simple drop of aspirin, we can create some amazing effects through this. So it's a lot of fun to play with. Personally, I want to have a little bit more of a play with this myself and just perfect the technique. I wasn't really happy with the depth of field through my images, so I'm certainly looking forward to getting that back home and setting it up and having a play. So it was a lot of fun. The macro workshops we are actually bringing into Brisbane over the next few months, so if you're interested, certainly get on our website and find all the dates and times and everything for that. So it'll be great to have it in Brisbane. And last but not least, those who haven't already enjoyed it, come and join me on the bridge climb next week. Story Bridge Climb is fantastic, really challenging photographically, but everyone has a hoot and enjoys it, so I'd love to see you there. See you next time.
In case you missed the news, Adobe actually released the update of Camera Raw on the 2nd of May. So now's the time to go in and actually allow those updates to be done. It's Camera Raw 6.7 and it's really worthwhile doing. So if you've missed it, get on there and upload. Okay, this week's big news for the vlog is we posted a slice of an image last week to give a hint where our new tour is next year. So where is it to? Drum roll. It's to Japan for their autumn. Now I am so excited about this. This is really going to be awesome. We've organised some unbelievable things. Traditional tea ceremony to be able to actually photograph. Girls in traditional costume, geisha in our own private photographic shoot, castles, gardens. It's going to be great. For more details, check out our website. They'll all be uploaded there soon. This time next week, I'll be out at Bunganderry, west of Quilpie on the Artist Retreat Camp. Really looking forward to getting back out into this amazing property and meeting some wonderful photographers out there. Where on earth should I shoot? That was last week's question. Well, interestingly enough, number 1 was the Australian outback. Number 2 was Antarctica. And number 3 was sort of a little bit mixed up, but it was basically Asia and the Americas. So that was really interesting feedback. So this week's question is, if you could take only one lens on a holiday, what would it be and why? So post your comment below and tell us that lens and why you would choose it. I look forward to hearing them. Thank you so much again for watching another Bluedog Photography vlog. I can't tell you how much I actually hate doing these, but anyway, we're doing them. I said we'd give them a trial. We have some exciting things coming up in the next 2 weeks of vlogs, so please stay tuned. And don't forget, if you have any comments or questions that you'd like to post other than the ones that we've posed, just post them in below and we will see how we go. Okay, I look forward to catching up with you again soon. Ja sorry dua. Mata. I can't wait till the bloops are done. Hey guys, you all know that I'm language challenged. Don't give me this Japanese stuff again, please. That's awful.